Hello, lovely people. Welcome into this reading. So today, Spirit want you to go on a great adventure. This will be the greatest adventure that you ever take, because this adventure is of the heart. It's into love. It's stepping back into love. We appear to have stepped away from that with everything that's going on the planet at the moment. So what they don't want us to do is to ignore things that are going on, but they want us to take a step back and step into love. Bring it back to the self. Start going out for walks with your friends and family, getting out into nature, getting away from the screens, eating mindfully, intuitively, thinking about things deeply and the reason that we're here, which is to learn. So, and to evolve the soul and to progress. So this is absolutely beautiful energy. What could be more beautiful than love? It really is absolutely beautiful. And what they're saying as well is, when we step into that flow, it will automatically help to heal us, because it is the greatest form of healing. And I'm not only talking about love for other people, but self-love as well. Self-love is not talking about like being vanity or anything kind of like that. It's talking kindly to ourselves. It's being gentle, being compassionate with ourselves. Try and remember there are no mistakes, only lessons. So whatever we're going through at the moment, have compassion for yourself. Show up every day. Yes, it might take an effort, but you will start to notice change, and you will start to feel better once you step into that extremely high vibration of love and compassion and forgiveness for others as well, which I understand is extremely difficult to do. We're living on a 3D planet. The energy is usually extremely dense, and it makes everything kind of slow and extremely difficult. That's why we find it so hard to forgive and have compassion for others on this planet because of that. So let's see what else we have. I've just seen a rainbow, not actually outside my window, but in my mind's eye, I've just had a rainbow. They've just said to me, there is always a pot of gold at the rainbow. And once the storm clouds have cleared, the sun will always come out. And therefore, that brings the rainbow, because you only have to have those sparkle of diamonds, meaning water, in the sky and the sunshine to create the rainbow. Let's see what else is going on with this energy. Yeah, so we've got the King of Love. The King of Love, my shepherd is. What a beautiful hymn that is. I am my own anchor. So this really is about stepping into your true power, which is love itself. Seeing through the murky waters and coming into the cleansing waters, being your own true self, allowing that source of energetic flow, the source of love, that source of energy to wash over you and lift you up. Just heard a song in my head, Your Love Keeps Lifting Me Higher. Isn't that Jackie Wilson or somebody that sang that? Love that song. No, I'm not going to sing it, so don't worry. Let's see what else we got. Okay, so we've got the world, which is completion. So we've it's like we've come into, or we're being drawn to this cycle of completion now. I'm feeling that we're coming out of the struggle. We've done the hard work. We're still going through it, but we are coming to the end of it. There really is light at the end of the tunnel. This character's also got a toe in the water, look. So it really is about not only drinking more water, but they're saying we should be blessing our own water as well before we ingest it, because there is toxicity there. And what that's doing, what that toxicity is doing, is keeping us in a low vibrational state, which the powers that be want. The higher echelon don't want that, and they are working to remove that. But we can help ourselves by blessing water. It doesn't need to be holy water. We don't need to go and get it from a church and have it blessed by a priest. We can do that ourselves. So we have the Eight of Wands. This is very fiery energy. They want us to get back into our passion, find out what excites us, live with childlike eyes, I'm hearing. Allow this sense and feeling and emotion to flow over us. We've forgotten to listen to ourselves. We've forgotten to let our emotions flow. So bring that passion back and think about what it is you want out of life. What do you really want? Are we going to continue with the 9-to-5 grind, working for whoever? Working for what though? What are we actually doing that for? Is it close to our heart? Does it make us happy? Does it make us jump out of bed in the morning? Something to think about. That's why I love spirit so much. They always give us things to think about, don't they? And we have the Four of Wands, and this card actually says the universe brings all I need to feel blissful, I think. Yeah. Sorry, I haven't got my reading glasses on. But yeah, so once we step into that flow, that power, that love, everything starts coming toward us. When we're in an energetic strain of fear and anger, annoyance, irritation, everybody annoys us, we hate the job, we hate this, that and the other, oh, I don't want to get out of bed in the morning, you know, it kind of keeps us stuck. We need to get back into that flow, and love is the answer, really is the answer. Oh my God. I am strong for as long as I need to be strong. We've got the Nine of Wands. Can you believe all this fiery energy that we've got here? So this really is like, well, number nines are kind of like the wounded warriors. So Spirit is saying that they recognize that we've had enough. A lot of us have. And this is why they want us to step back into our own passion. What makes us happy? For when we do that, that not only raises our vibration, but the vibration of the planet as well, which then means life gets easier, not only for us, but for everybody. What we have to remember is that we are one collective. We are one collective consciousness. So we are connected to each other. There is source, whether you want to call that God, Allah, Jehovah, whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. source of all. To me, it's like an energetic frequency of pure love. And we are all connected to that source. You know those like electrical frequency ball things, if you put your hand on it, it kind of shoots electricity into your hand. That's what I believe, because that's got like a central core of power. And that's source to me, like the source of all love, true love. We've got the Six of Pentacles. I give and receive for the universal good. So open ourselves up to receive. We have to give love, and then we shall receive it tenfold. So, and it's not just going around saying, I love you to everybody. We're not going to do that. That would be nice, but it's not going to happen in reality, okay, in this 3D reality. But just smiling at somebody in the supermarket. I went to, I had my MOT done on my car a couple of months ago, and there were other people waiting in there, like, you know, while I was handing the keys over and what have you. And there was a lady there, the guy that I was going to be dealing with, he was on the phone, so I had to wait a couple of minutes. So this lady was stood up, and I think she was waiting to pay with her husband, and I smiled at her, and I just got back like that. I mean, what even is that? I was actually quite taken aback, because I kind of felt that she just instantly didn't like me, which is fine. I'm not here to be liked. But I think it actually felt really quite unkind, like she just could not be bothered to make an effort to smile at a stranger that had actually taken the effort. And it was actually quite a big effort. It takes a lot for me to do it as well, particularly when, you know, I've grown up and went to school and been bullied to hell and back. It's actually quite difficult for me to do that, and I understand that. But when I make an effort, it kind of upsets me a little bit, you know, to get the, because how much effort does it take? Just a small bat, you know, it really doesn't matter. Nothing matters. When I did a meditation journey probably about a month ago now, following a cacao ceremony that I did, I had an experience, and I can only liken that to dying. And I'd gone through a portal, and everything was light. So literally instantly, as soon as I went through it, I turned into light. And although I could still recognize myself, it's a bit weird, but I could still recognize myself, but I knew I was light. Everything around me was light. I could still recognize a few faces, but then they morphed into light. I saw like a giant library and all the books were there, but they morphed in and out of light. I realized at that point that nothing matters. Nothing matters on this planet. Nothing matters except love. Love is the only thing that's real. And it was literally like, when I had this experience, it was literally like I can only imagine it liken it to dying, where it's like everything is kind of washed away, and absolutely blissful and beautiful, and there is absolutely nothing to fear. So what the fam is saying is, please try and step back into this light. We've got so bogged down into the doldrums, depressing stuff on the news, and listening to the narrative of the powers that be, you know, that give us nonsense, essentially. None of that matters. Nothing matters. So take care of you and your own, and think about your passion. Look at all these wands. Oh my goodness. Look at all of them. Think about what makes you happy. Look at everything through childlike eyes again. See the wonder in everything, and the water of love will cleanse you. Let's keep going. See what else. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Swords. I choose my battles carefully. So what they're saying, when I've just mentioned that the narrative from the powers that be, that they want to feed us, we need to take sword in hand and cut through the BS and take it with a massive grain of salt, because it's not all true. And I hope the community that we've got here on this channel will understand that that what we're being told is not the truth. There is a lot that is hidden from us, and the reason that it's hidden from us is because they want to keep us in a low vibrational state, in a state of fear, because if they don't, they can't control us. If we all stood up and said no to things, where's the power now? Back with us, where it is. It already is there. We've just forgotten. Okay. That's... oh my God. You can't make this stuff up. Not that I would, but we had before the King of Cups. What have we got now? The Queen of Cups. So what does she say? I trust my knowing and follow my heart. There you go. Look at that. So this is for all the collective. With tarot, it's never gender specific, so it doesn't matter. You know, what we associate ourselves with, it does not matter. But we've got the masculine and the feminine now. Okay, so King and Queen of Cups. What they're saying is, and when I say they or them, I mean the fam, my fam. Once we allow that emotion to wash back over us, everything starts to get better. Everything starts to get better. You can see in these two cards that they're holding goblets up. So I'm going to hold mine up as well. Cheers. Celebrate life. Celebrate the small victories. Celebrate the disappointments as well, because they are always protection from source, from your fam, your angels, spirit guides, friends, family, whatever, ascended masters, whoever you've got working with you. Those disappointments are protection in redirection. So you will be coming into something else. As they say, if one door closes, 10 more are going to open. Okay. Not another one slams in your face like a few of my ex-friends used to say. More fire energy. Oh my God. Now we've got the King of Wands. I am successful in all I do. This really is fire and water, isn't it? It's fire and water. Apart from we have the world, which is completion, but she's still got a toe in that water. So we're going on that great adventure, you and me. Come on, let's step on that boat and go on that great adventure and have the time of our lives, because that's how it's going to be. Don't be afraid to step on that boat, because you're not going to fall off, because spirit are not going to let you. Let's see what else we've got. Different decks. So we've got rhodonite, heal your heartbeat. So yeah, this is about healing the heart wound. I think a lot of people, myself included, have trauma, previous trauma, whether that be from upbringing or just general life. Life can be extremely difficult and extremely testing. And I have kind of been on my knees screaming at the universe more than one time, saying that's it, I've had enough, kind of thing. And I'm sure a few of you can relate to that. What we have to do, what they're saying is surrender. Just surrender, give it away. If you have, let's look at it like this, okay? If you have a problem, write it down, stick it in an envelope, and send that off to the universe. Give it to your angels, give it to source, give it to your spirit fam, give it to Jesus, you know. And I'm not talking about writing on the envelope, this is for Jesus, and sticking it in the Royal Mail, because it probably won't go anywhere. But you can do it consciously, you can do it intuitively, you can do it mindfully, because all this gets there. Everything is connected. There is no separation from anything or anyone. So once you do that and send your problem off, they're dealing with it. That's them dealing with it then. That is surrendering for help. And I guarantee you 1,000,000% that help will come in, and you will be overwhelmed with surprise and awe and amazement. Or maybe not, if you've done it loads of times before. But it's, the point I'm trying to make is we have to give up the need to control what they're saying. Give us your problems. This is what they're saying, because we can help you and we do. But what we must do is give them our permission. They cannot step in. They can sit idly by and watch us. Come and sit on your bed in spirit like my mum does at night. But we have to give them their permission, because they can't step in unless we tell them that they're allowed to. Okay. They understand what we're going through down here, you know. They've had like the human lives. They get it. They get how tough it is. So just take a step back, start taking care of you. Think about what you want to do. Find the passion in your life. What makes you happy? What gets you excited? And look at things through those childlike eyes. Amethyst, expand into wonder. What we're just talking about, what gives you that passion. So expand the mind, go into meditation. If you have a piece of amethyst, I would highly recommend that you hold that during meditation. It's a wonderful stone. I have a piece actually next to me, I think. Yeah, I do. Here we go. There we go. Beautiful, isn't it? Gorgeous. So I would recommend that you hold amethyst during your meditations. What it does, it helps to connect your crown chakra because of the colour. So that then quietens the mind and helps you to connect directly back with source. It's not that we're not connected, because we just forget, because we have the mundane. Oh my God, how am I going to pay the mortgage this month? I've got to feed the kids, I've got to take the dog for a walk, I got to get up especially early tomorrow because I've got a project at work. Okay, that is the 3D reality that we're living in. So just for a while, take a step out of that, the mundane, this is what they're saying, and step back in to love. Let's have a couple of cards, couple of final cards to wrap this up. Okay, thank you. 2 actually just fell out. So we've got creativity, seize the day, and safety, you are held. Gorgeous. So take that time out, seize the day, take this opportunity. This is just a message of love. These are lessons in love that I bring to you during these readings, and it's just a little reminder that you are not alone. You will never, ever be alone. You never have been. You never will be. There is never a time when you won't exist. There was never a time when you did not exist. We are always here. This is it. Not in this physical form. Obviously, I'm talking about the soul, but that means we are everything. We are absolutely everything. We are the universe. We are part of everything. So we need to start taking time out now for us. Forget what's going on the planet for 5 minutes, even if it's just an hour, 1 hour a week. Take that time out for you, and whatever self-love, self-care, however you want to word it, means to you, then that's good, because that's you stepping back in to your true self, your true passion, your true power. Okay, my lovelies, I think that's everything we have today. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate you. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It's going to help the channel grow, which means I can get the messages out to more people. Thank you so much to the fam, spirit guides, angels, galactic fam, ascended masters, everybody that's listening to the sound of my voice. You take care, and I really will see you soon. Take care, loves. Bye.